Today is Sunday, April 9th, 2017. I got some fan mail this week. I might be meeting Seventeen Jeonghan. All that and more on this week's Weekly Therapy. Hello everyone and welcome to the very first inaugural episode of Weekly Therapy. I am your host, producer, and guys, it has officially been 1 year since we started this channel. It has been a year since we uploaded the first introduction to K-pop video, and it has just been a wild ride ever since. So our anniversary was actually last week, April 2nd, and I was tempted to just take my cell phone and record myself, but I was in the middle of building this set, and Weekly Therapy was definitely on the to-do list, and so instead of just half-assing it, because I feel like our channel has come so far, I thought, you know what, we'll wait a week and we'll just do this cleanly and professionally. And so here we are celebrating our 1 year anniversary. It has been a wild ride. In our 1 year, we have gained 18,000 subscribers. And when I first set off to do this was purely an experiment. I said, okay, I got into filmmaking to be a director, but I fell in love with producing when I worked at SourceFed very briefly as an intern. It was that passion, years of always thinking about YouTube, studying YouTube, I decided, you know what? Before I decide to make a movie, I'm gonna take 1 year off, and I'm just gonna pursue this and see how it goes. And one of my goals was to at least have 1,000 subscribers within a year. Obviously, we crossed that goal a long time ago, but my other goal was to figure out whether I actually enjoyed this, and if I did, I was gonna double down on it. And year 1 is over, but year 2 begins. So what is the Weekly Therapy? Well, the Weekly Therapy is a weekly recap show airing every Sunday. We're going to be recapping the week's videos and updating you on what the channel is up to, what I'm up to, and previewing some future content. We're also going to have some sections like Ask PD and Producer's Picks, which you'll be able to find out more about that later in the video. Now, why did I do this? Well, I've gotten a handful of comments on our videos, people saying, oh, how did I miss this video? Oh, for some reason I have been unsubscribed from your channel, or oh, my notifications were off, I didn't even know, or oh my god, I haven't been to this channel in weeks, in months, I'm just now catching up. And I get it. I don't blame any of you for missing out on our content. We put out a lot of videos. We essentially put out a video every single day, and that's hard to keep up with. And I understand that if you're subscribed to a lot of channels, your subscription box can look pretty intimidating, and I've decided to make it a lot easier for you. Instead of tuning in every single day, why not just tune in once a week? Tune in once a week every Sunday or whenever you want to, and you can just come to this video and I'll let you know what we uploaded that week. We're gonna be recapping what we uploaded. Annotations are gonna be in the video so you can go directly to whatever video, and it's as easy as that. So while we're on the subject, why don't we just jump straight into the recap? Now, this week's upload was a bit sporadic. Monday, Tuesday, we missed our uploads, mainly because I couldn't edit over the weekend because someone had my hard drive with all the footage on it. And so in order to make that up, I uploaded 2 videos on Wednesday. Change by Rap Monster and Wale, an awesome hip-hop collaboration of East meets West, and then the debut music video of Highlight for Please Don't Be Sad, which is awesome. I feel like it's the most fun music video Beast has ever put out. Well, I guess now they're Highlight, but I was always a big fan of Beast, so I was really looking forward to Highlight, and it just blew my expectations. So go ahead and look for those videos on our channel. And on Thursday, we uploaded 2 more videos. We uploaded Fingertip by G-Friend, and we also uploaded the Black Widow live performance by Priston, which was highly, highly requested after you guys saw how much me and Maddie freaked out over Priston. We are Priston trash here at the studio. There was no 5th video. As you can see, I was more focusing on getting Weekly Therapy set up, but the set is now done, so there's not really much to keep me busy. So we will definitely be back on track this upcoming week. Speaking of this upcoming week, let me preview this week's videos for you guys. Now, these are no way in any particular order. We will be releasing this however we see fit, but this week's videos include Right Here Right Now with DPR's Live, J Park, and Loco, Rollin' by the Brave Girls. And one of our days, we're actually going to do double duty and put out 2 videos. We're going to put out a reaction video for Echo by 7 o'clock and Take It by MVP, 2 brand new boy groups, and spoiler alert, we love both of them. And also we're going to be putting out Between Us by CM Blue as well. Always expect Friday to be special double duty days. Friday we're going to be uploading a reaction to Priston's Wii U, but this time it's going to be Paulo and Toby. You think me and Maddie were Priston trash? Wait till you see them. And then we're also going to be putting out the dance version of Priston's Wii U that same day, so look out for that. So that's it. that's the weekly recap. That's a teaser for everything coming up. Now, let's get straight into what we've been up to and what we're going to be up to. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we actually got some fan mail. So I got this. It is the Apple Magic Mouse from a fan on Twitter. So someone on Twitter actually hit me up and they asked me for some camera advice, which I gave to them, of course. At the tail end of the conversation, they said, hey, I'm also an Apple employee and I get Apple discounts. So if you ever need anything, feel free to ask. And I said, sure, I'll take you up on that. I got a MacBook recently, and you know what? I could use a Magic Mouse. So I would like to take you up on your discount offer. So I was definitely gonna pay for this. But instead, the fan said, no, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll get it for you. I'll send it to the nearest Apple store that you are at. And I said, cool, and this came in the mail. The fan didn't want me to mention their real Twitter or their real name, just their YouTube handle. So thank you, Express Loves the Wonder Girls. Oh my God, I dropped it. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But it is still in good condition, no scratches. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Either way, thank you, Express Loves the Wonder Girls. I will cherish this. I love it. Thank you. And in other news, I've been getting comments and tweets saying, hey, do you know that 17 is going to the US? Actually, I do. So everyone knows that 17 is possibly having a comeback in May, and they're coming to the US to prepare for their comeback. They're going to be meeting with producers to improve their music styles, so they say. People have been saying, it'd be cool if they shot a music video in LA. Well, I have some insider sources, and I can confirm that 17 will be filming their music video in LA and somewhere else. I feel like I shouldn't say the somewhere else part, but I know where it is. And I know the dates they're going to be here, which I'm also not going to say out loud because I feel like that's not a good idea. But basically, Dina had some inside information on the casting stuff because someone she knows posted it. And because I'm a director, I'm actually part of the filmmaking networks. All I had to do was just go on the casting website and it's actually there. 17 is casting for their music video here in LA. So on an upcoming day in April, Dina and I are gonna go 17 hunting. And potentially, I am going to get to meet the love of my life, Jeonghan. Not meet per se. I'm gonna be within touching distance. Not actually touching per se. Honestly, like 100 feet away, half a mile away, doesn't matter. I've got a long focal length lens. I'm not gonna be one of those fans that's gonna bombard him. I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me get a signature, let me get a photo. Working in the industry that I work in, I understand how much that bothers celebrities. And I would never want to make Jeonghan ever feel uncomfortable. So, my whole thing is, we're just gonna find 17. We're gonna try and watch them do their music video shoot from afar, and that's it. So we're gonna be armed with like long focal length cameras. We're gonna be wearing sunglasses and hats and black masks. I mean, not like, you know, black mask, but like the Korean black mask, you know, the you know what I'm talking about. Now let's move on to a new segment that's going to be in every single weekly therapy called Ask PD. And if you want to submit your questions for Ask PD, just leave them in the comment section of this video or tweet them to us at Form of Therapy. Now here's the thing, when I put out the video asking for questions, I thought I would get maybe like 5, at the most like 20. We got a little over 100 questions. Kind of honored. You know, I'm not anyone special, but 100, to answer 100 questions would take forever, and this video would get even longer, but which I'm pretty sure this video is going to be long anyways. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to choose questions at random, and whatever questions we don't answer, I guarantee you we will eventually get to them. I'll save them and put them in a bowl, and we're going to ask them on future weekly therapies. So if I don't answer your question today, I might answer them next week. So be sure to always keep an eye out. So we're actually going to start with the Twitter questions first, because we actually have way more questions on YouTube than we have on Twitter. We only have some, so let's go with Twitter first. All right, so I have a question from Niam Vic on Twitter. She asks, what are your currently top 3 K-pop songs? I guess what I would consider my top 3 K-pop songs currently are the songs that I'm listening to the most and just putting on repeat. Those songs are Between Us by CN Blue, Movie by B2B. Holy fuck, that song is good. And Poom Sweet Poom by Haze. Those 3 songs right now I'm just constantly listening to. XGrubX on Twitter asks, pick one to go. Pledis, SM, JYP, YG, Y. I think I would go JYP. Here's the thing. Obviously, I feel like people are going to say, oh, don't you want to go to Pledis and meet Jeonghan? I think if I'm in the same label as Jeonghan, that might be weird. It might become like a family situation. I feel like the potential to date someone is a lot more prevalent if you're from different companies. Like Nickun and Tiffany and I can't name anybody else. But I just feel like being from a different company from Jeonghan is actually better. I think JYP, even though, their artists don't promote that crazily, I think it'd be cool. And Jay, my friend, is in day 6, and it'd be cool to just have a friend, in the same label. Eurus Lasso, which song has been your favorite so far in 2017? Ooh, that's tough. It's April. Honestly, I think it might be I Wait by day 6. I think of all the songs that I replay the most or over the year I've listened to is I Wait by day 6. Don't know how to pronounce this person's Twitter username, but their name is Chung Ho. They ask, how do you feel about pineapple as a topping on pizza? P.S. I like pineapple on pizza. Well, Chung Ho, I hate pineapple on pizza. I think it's fucking egregious. You should not mix sweets with that saltiness, and it is disgusting, and I think it is a abomination, and it should be stopped. Yeah. Fly Jeong asks on Twitter, have you watched 17's One Fine Day? If not, you should watch it. If yes, what's your favorite moment? Actually, I have never watched any of the One Fine Days, not the Japan one and not the first one. Honestly, because this channel has kept me fucking busy and I have 2 other jobs, so I don't really have much time. But I also feel like when it comes to Jeonghan, I kind of really want to enjoy it and fully immerse myself in it. So I'm actually saving the One Fine Days for whenever in the future I have a vacation. And I'm talking like a full-on vacation, like I am somewhere for a week, I'm just gone for a week. And I just want to like stay in my hotel room, lie in bed, and just watch and binge all the One Fine Days. So no, I've not watched it, but I definitely plan to. All right, last question on Twitter is from NanaKase0825. Why is KARD so good? Well, I think KARD is good because they are producing music that is very different from the typical K-pop sound at the moment, and also all of the reasons I have stated in the K-pop study for KARD. So yeah, go ahead and click here to watch that video. That is why KARD is good. All right, so we're going to move on to the YouTube questions. I'm going to be picking these at random. I'm just going to scroll up and down, and whatever I land on, I'm just going to answer those. Okay? All right, I have a question from Berit Queen. She asks, would you rather have super sensitive taste or super sensitive hearing? What most people don't realize is because of our culture, there is actually an electronic hum in the air. You can't hear it right now, but sometimes when it's very, very quiet, you might be able to hear it. It's the general hum of the world. Because there are always electronic devices going on, your mind is now used to it. But let's say if you were to time travel back into the past, the world would sound different. The world would sound kind of empty, and it's because it lost its electronic hum. I feel like if you had super sensitive hearing, that hum might become more prevalent. That's tough. I'm gonna say taste for now, but I'm not sure. All right, so I have a question from Mel Powell. What kind of music do you listen to besides K-pop? Favorite artists or bands? I actually listen to a lot of indie music, a lot of dark electronica music. My favorite artists and bands include people like Dia Frampton, Bleachers, obviously 17. That's kind of the music I listen to. I really like Taylor Swift, which might surprise people, but I really like Taylor Swift. I like Tovlo. Ellie Goulding is super dope. But I also like White Lies and kind of like more indie bands, stuff like that. So yeah, I that's what I like. I'm actually gonna have song suggestions at the end of this video in a segment I call Producer's Pick. So if you want to know what my tastes are like, tune in for that. All right, this is from Nadira Radzali. My first question: how is Young K in school? You actually got that wrong. I did not know Young K. It's my friend Terry He that knew Young K. They live in Canada. I live in California. I knew Jay, and Jay was a weirdo. Second question, why do you do reactions? Is it your hobby? I want to try. Any advice? It is a hobby. I have to say it's a hobby because I don't get paid for it. It's definitely not a job. But at the same time, I put as many hours into it as I would a job. Maybe even more. Any advice for wanting to try reactions? First of all, lighting is important. Try to use natural daylight. Most people can't afford lights like we have. So what you want to do is you want to face an open window, put the camera in front of the window so the natural daylight hits your face. So that's good lighting right there. Try to use your cell phone. If you can't afford a camera, don't use a webcam. Webcams are terrible, and a lot of people use webcams, like a lot of people starting out. That's not a good idea. Also, a cell phone is a good idea because cell phones, I'm actually recording my audio right here with my cell phone, and I'm recording this audio with the cell phone because cell phones are actually better than a lot of most mics than you'd think, because cell phones are designed to isolate your voice and cut out the background noise when you're on the phone with someone, right? So the higher quality phone you have, the higher quality mic you'll actually have. There's a little bit of insider advice right there. All right, so I got another one right here. This is Spider Yunji. Hey, PD님. I am a junior in high school and I only have 1 year of high school left before I go to college. I am pretty freaking scared. I don't think I'm mature enough to suddenly have all this responsibility. I get so stressed out thinking about how I'm going to pay for college, what I'm going to learn, the people I'm going to meet, and basically what happens after all that. Please give me some advice to lower my anxiety. Thanks. You need a vice. You need a stress relieving vice. Vice is a bad word. Okay. Vice is maybe not a good word. You need a form of therapy. That's like one of the biggest purposes on this channel. We want to provide people with a form of therapy. So whether it's watching silly little videos on the internet, taking time to yourself, or treating yourself to a nice dinner, going to lunch, going to the beach. You know, what I do to relieve anxiety, honestly, is just drown myself in music sometimes. Like, I will put on a good pair of headphones and I'll jack up the volume and I will play really, really emotional music, like really powerful stuff. That process can be cathartic. And feeling small in a large grand scheme of things, you realize maybe my problems aren't so important. Maybe I can actually get through this. Maybe everyone goes through this. And so, I don't know, feeling small, I feel like, is a good way to relieve anxiety. So, you know, sometimes I'll drive to the beach at like 3 a.m, or go to the forest or go to the mountains and just get away from everything. Honestly, I think solitude is a great experience. But that's just me also. Maybe watching TV, going out with friends might help. But I think you can't just, it's not just going to be a mental battle. You need to do something. You need to distract yourself. And you need to come to that natural realization on your own. Hey, maybe things aren't so bad. All right, so I have a question from Kira Marie. What is a life choice you were hesitant about but ultimately are happy with? And or what is a life choice you regret? I was hesitant about not going to college, but ultimately I'm glad I didn't go. And / or what is a life choice you regret? I don't have that many regrets. I think I literally have one regret in life. I believe in the philosophy, you shouldn't regret what you do because then your life feels sad and it feels like a waste. And you have to take from your experiences and you have to learn from it. And you have to go, you know what? As painful as that was, I don't regret it because it's made me who I am. There was this girl when I was 17. Looking back now, I think I was in love with her. I think that scared me. This is a long story, but I grew up in an abusive household, and so I kind of grew up not understanding what love was and not recognizing the emotion because I didn't have love for my family, and so I didn't love people. I didn't love friends. I didn't love girlfriends or anything like that. But I think this girl, I think I truly was falling in love with her. And I think that scared me, and so I tried breaking up with her. She did not accept my breakup, and I told her it's because I didn't like her anymore. She said she didn't believe me, which was true. And so I lied, and I told her that I cheated on her. After that, none of my friends ever talked to me ever again. And since that day, I have not had any friends. And it's been kind of lonely. But at the same time, my life is free of drama and I'm actually very happy. Like, literally, I would not be who I am to this day if I had not done that. And I've made amends with her now. I actually had the courage to message her on Facebook last year and I apologized to her and she said she forgave me. And that was a huge moment. It made me really happy. And I literally would not be this person who I am. I would not be the more understanding, kind person. Because I used to be a fucking fuckboy. But I wouldn't be this person without it. And yet at the same time, I kind of wish she was still in my life. Alright, I got a question from Lalo Valley. Hey producer, what are your top 5 K-pop groups? Well, obviously 17 is number 1. Number 2 is Priston. I would really have to think about it, but off the top of my head, I'm gonna go Card, Day 6, and maybe Victon. This second mini album is kind of super dope. Alright, so I have a question for, oh my god, I do not know how to pronounce her name. I am so sorry for how I'm about to butcher this. Elise Gauthier Olive? It's got like the accents, and I don't know like how to pronounce that. Alive? I don't know. What was your dream job as a kid? What are jobs you've had in the past? And also, only if you're comfortable answering, what's your sexual orientation? Haha, I've always wondered because you seem to appreciate the beauty of boy bands just as much as girl bands, so I thought you might be bi or pan, and you guys produce the LGBT short film. Anyway, you can ignore that one if you don't want to answer it. I understand completely. Well, I did say that Ask PD was always going to be truthful. I'm never going to avoid a question, so I will answer that, even though it's none of your damn business. First of all, what was your dream job as a kid? As a kid, I wanted to be an artist. Drawer. I have some sketchbooks here. I don't know if it has any of my art. Yeah, so here's a bit of my art. I'm kidding. That's fucking shitty scribble. I couldn't find any of my sketchbooks. They're here somewhere. It's like buried in all this shit. But you know what? I'm just gonna draw something off the bat and show you I'm not a terrible drawer. Alright, so I have a blank notebook and a pen, and I'm gonna draw for you right now. I'm gonna draw this like within like a minute, okay? So this is only like a minute's worth of work. This is also not gonna turn out great because I'm using my hand as a fucking surface. I would need a table, but whatever. Oh fuck, I already fucked up. I fucked up the proportion of his jaw. Alright, so I'd like to point out I have never taken an art class. I've never like read books or studied drawing ever. I just wanted to be an artist as a kid, and I've just been drawing ever since. So I've had no formal training, so it's gonna suck a little. So there it is. That's like about, yeah, I did that in about 2 minutes. So it's not great, but you know, I like drawing. My dreams were kind of crushed because naturally as an artist, you start to experiment. And when I was like 12, I was starting to draw naked bodies. Not out of perversion or anything, but I was trying to study the human form and I was drawing naked bodies. You know, my parents found it. They flipped their shit. They beat the shit out of me. And yeah, they told me to never draw again. I tried for about the next year or two. I was like always like secretly drawing and I was like hiding my notebooks and like they eventually find it again. They'd beat me, so I gave up on that. But you know, art has always been in my blood. All right. Oh, sorry, I did not finish answering your question, Elise. What are jobs you've had in the past? I worked at All Kpop, Raw Artists, which is a nonprofit organization. I worked briefly as a tutor in Korea as well. Not a tutor, sorry, a teacher. Right. What's your sexual orientation? So, people have been wondering since the beginning, I guess, or whenever I appeared on camera. I've actually even seen a comment thread where people were debating what sexuality I was. People in my real life also wonder. I don't tell people because it's not really any of their damn business. But am I straight? Hell no. Am I gay? No. Am I bi? No. I am actually what you call a pansexual. So for those of you who don't know what a pansexual is someone who is attracted to people regardless of gender. I don't like this person because they're a guy. I don't like this person because they're a girl. I have no limits like that. I am willing to date non-binary people, transgender people. I actually think a lot of transgender people are gorgeous. And I'm willing to date androgynous, gender fluid people. Like whatever. I'm willing to, you know, bang whoever as long as they're hot, right? That's a crude way to say it. I always say it's the most shallow sexuality because I'm just attracted to people. I'm attracted to whoever and not whatever. But yeah, I am pansexual, so, you know, it's out there. I'm attracted mainly to androgynous people and people with eyebrows on fleek. So yeah, anyways, that's it for Ask BD. Okay, that might have been way too long. And if I didn't answer your questions in this video, please know that I will eventually get to them. I am saving them for future weekly therapy videos. However, you can continue to submit your questions. Just leave them in the comments of this video or tweet us at Formatherapy and we'll get to them. Whew! Wow, that was a lot. Now, before we wrap up the weekly therapy, I want to do a corner called Producer's Picks. You know, every week, I'm just gonna offer suggestions about songs or music videos that I'm like really into and I think you guys should check out. So this week's Producer's Picks, it's a brand new single that came out last week. It's called Don't Take the Money by Bleachers. Bleachers is my favorite band in the world, and Don't Take the Money is a great song, so go ahead and check that out. I would also like to suggest the new Harry Styles song, Sign of the Times. Check that out. It is emotional, and we might react to it, so check that out. And I'd also like to suggest a new band that I discovered literally last night. It's called Hey Violet. Check out their songs Brand New Moves and Pure. I really like Pure. It's kind of funky. It's not like the greatest song in the world. I think it's also kind of basic. But at the same time, I really do like it because I am, as they say, a basic bitch. That's it for the very first episode of Weekly Therapy. We got through it, guys. Thank you. If you have gone through this entire video, thank you for sticking with me. We'll be back next Sunday with another episode of Weekly Therapy, another episode of recaps and updates. And again, if you're interested in joining the Form of Therapy family, you can go ahead and email us with the information that I asked for beforehand. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.